Welcome to Tungal School of Basic and Applied Sciences. Myself Mahesh Shakula. I am one of the instructor for this course. Let me introduce my colleagues Mahalakshmi Madam, Matapati Sir, also instructor for this course. I am glad to take BSc introduction class and I am going to explain chemistry course details like syllabus and evaluation. Let me begin with course detail. It is a choice based credit system. So every semester we have a chemistry is mandatory for who elected a chemistry course. And in this chemistry course we have two papers. One is theory and another one is practical. When it comes to theory is for 100 marks and practical is for 50 marks. And this 100 marks also we have different kind of evaluation and assessment is there. There is a 20 marks for internal assessment and 80 marks for external assessment. That means you are supposed to write a exam, semester end exam. When it comes to practical is 50 marks. In that 50 marks, 10 is for internal assessment and 40 marks is external assessment. So this is also you have to perform after completion of all the practicals and internal exam. And total we have 150 marks in the first semester. Similarly, in the second semester also you have 150 marks. Same chemistry 2, which is containing a theory paper, and practical is another 50 marks. If I go into the syllabus in details, what and all topics which are present in the theory, and after that I will discuss about the practical. In chemistry theory paper, total we have 4 units, and every semester 4 units will be there in chemistry paper. So when it comes to the first semester, unit 1 is mainly deals with atomic structure, and it is continuation part of pre-university what you have learned in the PUC. The reviews of Bohr theory and dual nature, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, and introduction of quantum mechanics, that is time independent Schrodinger wave equation and various terms which is involving in time independent Schrodinger wave equation. So also we will discuss psi and psi square, its significance, and different quantum numbers and its importance, and shapes of different atomic orbitals, and also we will focus on rules for filling electrons in various orbitals. So these and all topics we are going to learn in atomic structure. When it comes to the second unit, it will mainly deals with the chemical bonding, and in this chapter you are going to learn ionic bonding, covalent bonding, and valence band approach, Vesper theory, molecular orbital approach, that is molecular orbital diagram for diatomic molecule and its application. So these and all things you are going to learn in chemical bonding second unit. When it comes to third unit, it is organic chemistry. So here mainly we are discussing about the physical effects, that is inductive effect, electromeric effect, resonance and hyperconjugation. Followed by we will discuss about the different types of bond cleavages in organic chemistry, and we will focus on different intermediates, its structure, shapes and reactivity and aromaticity, and we will discuss about the alkenes, dienes and alkanes, some of the main preparation methods, and there some of the important chemical reaction we are going to discuss in the unit 3. If we move on to the last unit, and here we have two chapters. One is purification of organic compounds and second one is stereochemistry. In this purification of organic compounds, as of now we have focused on only preparation of organic molecules, but when it comes to the purification, means after synthesizing, if organic molecule is associated with some impurity, how we have to purify that, that is called purification techniques. And in this semester we are going to learn different types of purification techniques with respect to the solids, with respect to the liquids, and also we will focus on chromatography and criteria of purity. So these are the topics we are going to learn in the purification of organic compounds. When it comes to stereochemistry, we will focus on cycloalkanes and conformational isomerism, that is with respect to ethane and butane, and geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. So these are all 4 topics which are present in the chemistry theory paper first semester. When it comes to the practical is mainly focused on based on the volumetrical analysis. So here there is a 6 experiment is there based on the volumetric analysis, depends upon the indicators, or depends upon the type of reaction. In the volumetric analysis we have 6 types are there. And when it comes to the section B, it is mainly deals with the organic chemistry estimation by taking volumetric method. So by using a same concept of volumetric analysis, we have to estimate phenol, aniline, amide and glucose. So total we have 10 experiments are there, and in this 10 you are going to perform one experiment in the final exam. When it comes to evaluation, scheme of evaluation for practical exam, and I said it is total 40 marks for external exam and 10 marks for internal exam, and this 40 also divided into individual components. So for experiment is 30, journal and record assessment, viva for 5 marks, and again this 30 is subdivided into based on the experiment which you have going to perform: tabular column, basic reaction mechanism if any, preparation of standard solution and experimental setup, record observation, that means how much clearly you are writing your observation on the answer sheet, and calculation and graph. For that you are going to get 6 marks. Accuracy of your results with units, you will get 2 marks. So this is total evaluation of the practical examination. When it comes to exam timings, for 80 marks exam you have to write in the 3 hours. For 40 marks exam you have to write in 2 hours. So whatever the first semester, end of the semester you are going to write theory exam, it will be there 3 hours, and practical exam also, which is 3 hours exam for 40 marks. And here I am showing a question paper pattern. So total we have 5 questions are there, and each question also containing sub question. When you take a question number 1, which is associated with the 12 questions, and among the 12 question you have to write any 10 question you have to write, and these 12 questions will come from each chapter 3. Total we have 4 units, 4 into 3, total 12 questions will come from all the topics. When it comes to question number 2 is from unit 1, question number 2 is from unit 2, question number 4 from unit 3, and question number 5 is from unit 4. And here question number 2 you have to write 3 questions, 3 into 5, 15 marks, and in these 3 questions A, B is mandatory. You can opt a C or D, either C you can choose or D. So similarly like C or D in the question number 3, question number 4, question number 5. That means every unit is equally contributed in the question paper. There will not be any choices for that. And here I have given a description, same thing, question number 1 to 12 sub questions consisting of 3 questions from each unit, and each question carries 2 marks. It is a first question is short answer type, 2 marks. When it comes to question number 2 and 3rd, 4th, 5th, these are the 5 marks questions, and which will come with respect to the first unit, 2nd unit, 3rd and 4th. Internal assessment again divided into different component: assignment, attendance of student, and test series. Here you have a 20 internal marks. 20 internal marks we will give based on your performance in assignments, attendance, and tests. So usually we will conduct two tests, test 1 and test 2. Test 1 was for 1 hour, test 2 for 3 hours at the end of the semester. So how we are taking here your 20 internal marks is, for test 2 we allot 10 marks, then remaining 10 for test 1 4 marks, and assignment is for 3 marks, attendance is for 3 marks, total 20 marks we will allot in this fashion. Assignments for 3. If you are submitting assignment on time, clearly and is legibly, you will get 3 marks, and your attendance should be regular, you will get 3 marks, and test 1 score and test 2 score, if it is good, you will get 14 marks. So total 20 marks. So this is about the small video on introduction about BSc first semester chemistry course. If you have any doubts, you can contact us. Thank you.